Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. Today we're just going to do a quick 10-minute stretch for the lower body. So go ahead and grab a mat, and if you're starting from a spot where you cannot sit cross-legged very comfortably, grab a pillow or a small bolster or something to put underneath your hips just to raise you up a little bit. It will make all of these stretches a lot more comfortable. You can move it in as you need it. You can take it out as you need it as we kind of flow to different stretches, but at least it will be available for either underneath of your hips, or you could even grab two and put them underneath of your knees and take this pressure off a little bit here so you're not feeling that strain in your lower back just from trying to keep yourself upright in this position. So I know that if you are super tight, it's really hard to find videos that you can use as a starting point because you are so tight, and a lot of the yoga videos that are out there are already farther than what you can go. So if you can use those tips with a pillow underneath the hips, underneath the knees, you should be able to do a lot of these exercises or stretches in order to get you started. Okay, so go ahead and get comfy, and we're just going to kind of rock out a little bit, flatten out that bottom area, and settle in. Loosen out the hips, just doing a little bit of a shake here just to kind of remind our nervous system that it's okay to relax this area here. And then we're just going to start by taking a big breath to the ceiling. And exhale the hands behind the head. So it's okay to have a little bit of arch in your back here. We're just starting to warm up. Inhale forward, then all the way down. Again, if you start here or you're able to walk those hands out, just stop where you're comfortable. Then inhale up, hands behind the head. Back to ceiling, pulling those elbows back and widen them out, and then down. We'll do that one more time. Inhale up, exhale down. Hold for as long as you want. You don't have to hold your breath. You can keep breathing. Reach back to the ceiling, and we're pulling those elbows back. They may rotate out a little bit wider. That's okay. And forward. A little bit farther this time. Try to let the knees relax. And again, even if you're starting right here, this is still stretching and you need to start somewhere. Okay, we're going to just leave that left leg in, bring the right leg out. Again, settle those hips in, square it out. Just get that comfortable position. Pillow can still remain under your hips, and if you need, you can place a towel or something under this knee joint just so again it's not so tight. Sit up nice and straight, and then reach that left arm down to the left ankle. I'm just kind of going at an angle on this one. You can even bring this right hand out as a little bit of traction, and then we can work on rotating that right arm around to the outside of the left leg. We're going to circle this right arm back up, open wide, and we're going to try to get a straight line from your right arm through your left toe. You can use your leg to twist a bit. If the straight line is easy, we'll add a little bit more twist, looking over that right arm. Bring that right arm back around, cross it out to the outside of the leg. Use it to kind of pull your shoulders down and forward. And we'll circle it back up around and open up again. Try to let the knees relax. back to center. This time you're going to put the foot that was behind in front. So we're coming back to that crisscross. We're going to take a breath up, exhale down, back up, and forward. Back up, behind, thumbs drop to the back, back up, again pulling those elbows back, and forward. One more time, up, behind, back to the top, and forward. A little bit deeper if you can. Walk those hands out. You really need to let the knees relax here. This is where those pillows and bolsters all come in super handy. Come back up to the center. Draw that right leg out this time. We're out at an angle. Again, shift the hips. Let that low back get comfy here. We're just going to slide down and reach out. Again, you can use that left hand as a little bit of leverage here, kind of getting this lean down into this angle. So we're loosening up the low back, the hip, the adductors. We've got a bit of everything in this stretch. We're going to take that left arm and bring it all the way around to the outside of the right leg. Circle it up. Drop it on the floor behind you. And again, we're going for shoulders coming in a straight line with this right leg. Come back around. Open up. A little more traction, a little more twist. Don't forget to let that left knee relax. And one more time. And open. We've got the lower back here, the glutes, the hamstrings, the adductors, all that we have stretched pretty well. So we're going to come back to center and come into hands and knees position. Now we're just going to step forward with that left leg. Coming up, we all know this one. We all do this one forever. So we'll just come into this very regular, everything nice and relaxed. Just kind of loosen this up. And then we're going to actually start to kind of circle the hips through this. So we want to come down and out. And again, if you can hand on the floor, it might be a little more stable. Essentially, we're taking our left knee and guiding a circle so that our hips are rotating through at the bottom of this stretch. Then we'll come back up. Walk the foot out to a 45-degree angle. Find that pelvic tilt. Find that neutral. Feel the stretch down this back, right leg and quad, then come out at an angle. Try really hard to hold neutral through this, pulling those lower abs in. And we're going to take that right arm up and over whatever is available to you here. And then we're going to open up without losing your balance to the ceiling. So we pulled our right shoulder back, we're pushing our left knee out, and we're opening the chest up to the ceiling. Come back together and we'll do that on the other side. Super intense stretch, so guys, we don't have to do it forever. So again, start just that normal runner's lunge. You can go hands to the floor here. You can go braced on a coffee table. You can have a pillow under your knee. Just stretching nice and easy. and we'll circle through. Take a little bit of pressure off after you hang here in this stretch a little bit more after those circles. Sometimes it's kind of nice to get back into that. Then take some pressure off, walk that foot out. So we're at about a 45-degree angle. I'm going to come out towards that knee, but we are going to pelvic tilt first. So if you have a super tight psoas, you might want to do some psoas relief work before you do this stretch. Same with the adductors, foam rolling. You could come through and foam roll with a medicine ball, get these hips loosened up before you do some of these stretches if you've got time. Okay, let's open this up and over. Try to hold that pelvic tilt. And then open to the ceiling. Use that right arm for traction. Press that knee away. Keep the pelvic tilt super intense. And come back to center. Super important to do those opening and connecting. So we need to really connect our legs and our chest and our hips and our lats. Everything needs to be stretched together. Okay, guys, and our last one, go ahead and lay all the way down onto the mat. Find that pelvic tilt again. Squeeze the glutes a little bit here. Find neutral. Then reach back and give this a good quad stretch. Release that leg. Same thing on the other side. Let those glutes relax just for a second. Squeeze the glutes nice and tight. Press the hip bone into the floor. Reach back and stretch that other side. So you absolutely can stay up here like in a half Sphinx pose. I just find it's way more relaxing and comfortable to just lay down and chill out for a second. As you become a little bit more flexible, you can bend that elbow to bring that heel closer to the hip. But remember, make sure you're in that neutral spine with those glutes contracted. Press the hip bone down into the floor. Really get those upper fibers of the quad here. And release. Come into just a little bit of a baby Sphinx pose here. And again, same thing, keep those glutes contracted. If you want to come all the way up, we could stretch this out the rest of the way. Make sure, however, you are lengthening the chest up and out away from you and not just ramming back into those vertebrae. All right, come on back down. And that is it. Okay, guys, so I promised you 10 minutes. We went just a little bit over than that. However, you can see as you learn these exercises and these stretches, how much quicker you could go through them. There are intense stretches, so you don't have to hold them forever. You don't have to do them a million times. Just do them a couple of times, hold them for 10 to 15 seconds, and move on to the next one. And if you do that and make it accessible, you'll come back to them every day and do them because it doesn't seem like such a broad, big, oh my gosh, I have to do this extra yoga routine. Okay, guys, that's all I've got for you today. I'll see you in the next one.